everybody. All right, how does it sound now? Yeah, apparently my shredding, like, Twitch can't handle it. I don't know what's going on here. Let me check Restream. All right, Restream. I don't know what Restream is doing. Hold on. Is it? Oh, there we go. That's so weird. That is crazy. All right. That is freaking crazy because I deleted. Oh, it broke. It went weird again. What the fuck is going on? Hold on. It's good now? What is going on? All right, hold on. It's good now? What? Like, I don't understand. This is what I get for playing the hymns video at the beginning. I can't play that. Apparently, I can't play that video at the beginning of the stream because it fucks everything up. I don't know what the deal is with that. All right. I know people on YouTube are saying it's glitching. It must. Hopefully, it's resolved now. Let's see. On the playback, it doesn't happen. Like, there's no glitch. It sounds okay. All right, we're back. All right, I'm going to play that song again because that was a disaster. This is what I get for playing that damn video at the beginning. I was trying to be all cool, you know, and, like, give you a little intro so I could, like, get all my shit together while the video's playing. And apparently it doesn't like that. So we're going to not do that anymore. Or I'm going to have to, I'll figure something out. But let's play that. Let's play that again now that the sound has been fixed. we got that sorted out. What's up, everybody? Welcome. We are back. Another daily live stream. What's up, everyone? All right, let's see what's going on. All right, Darkwing says, my last day here is tomorrow. So you no longer have to be Rachel. You're no longer Rachel after tomorrow, right? What's going on, everyone? Sorry about the glitching. I don't know what's going on with that. It's like the internet cannot handle my shredding. I'm too good. That's what I tell myself every day. Yo, what's up? We got Will. What's up, Will? What's up, Stray? No, Stray is not here. Will, we got Darkwing. We got Dan. We got, what else we got? Who else we got here? We got, I do not identify as a Rachel. What's up, Dan? Dan says, this just makes me want to break past my speed barrier. Dude, speed barriers, I can totally relate, man. There's certain licks that I would play that I could only get it up to a certain speed. One thing I would do is I would kind of not play it for a couple weeks and then come back to it, and I found that when I did that, I was able to break through that whatever barrier I was finding. Yeah, for some reason I thought Stray was in here, but she's not here. We got Beautiful, we got Vanessa, we got Darkwing. I won't say Darkwing's real name. We got Will. I know Will in real life, so Will and I have met before IRL. We got Dan. Who else we got here? We had somebody. I know there was somebody in here that was here for the first time, and it glitched out, and then he probably left. He's like, fuck this guy. I do know your real. Yes, you did. Yes, because I think Scotchy. I'm pretty sure Scotchy like said it. Yeah. Yes, but I won't say it. Dan says, I just run into the issue that I go the more I tend to unintentionally. Dude, that's like the problem with, that's like every shredder's problem, man. You have to, you have to focus on breathing. Like if you're going to play, hold on, let me see. Let me try to find a good example. Like, for instance, let's just do like he said, I don't even remember what you look like anymore. It's been that long since. Yeah, I saw you at the last show that we played. What's up, Giuseppe? Like with a lick like that, I'm just doing something kind of basic here. I know it looks like I'm tense because I pick with my whole forearm. I know people say you shouldn't do that. That's just how I pick. And it looks like I'm tense, but I'm actually pretty relaxed. The thing is, just playing with a metronome and focus on breathing and playing with a metronome. I think those are two things that will help you to try to relax when you get faster. Because it's like lifting weights too. Like your breathing is so important when you're like, let's say you're doing a bench press. When you're going up, you want to breathe in. And then when you're letting go, you want to breathe out, and you want to find that rhythm because it'll help you. It'll help keep you relaxed, and it'll also help relieve any pressure. And the forearm, and also your picking technique too. Like I said, I use my forearm. I tend to use my forearm. I know that's not the most economical way to do it, but I just focus on breathing and playing with the metronome. What's up, Giuseppe? Oh, Giuseppe's live right now? Dude, what's up? Shout out to everybody in Giuseppe's stream. Are you on TikTok or are you on Twitch? Darkwing says, I'll spare yours to them because we all know it's actually Marcus. Yeah, no, don't call him that. What does Jesus got to do with this? All right, we're on YouTube. Let me check Facebook. Let me see what's going on over there on the Book of Face. Probably nothing. Nothing going on Instagram. Let's see. Yeah, nothing. Nothing's going on. Twitch is where it's at. All right. Listen, my name really is Jay. Jason. Nobody calls me Jason, except my dad once in a while. Mark Z up there like, what's this cat doing in my life? Zuck. I'm not going to say what I was thinking. Where did the name Etherius come from? Actually, Chris, that was Sandman. We were trying to come up with a name for like something. We were trying to figure out like ethereal. We were trying to find like synonyms for the word ethereal. And Chris came up with the name Etherius. So that's where that came from. That's on him. He's not here. I don't think he's here. No, he's not here tonight right now. So he could tell the story a little bit better than I can. But that's really where it came from. We were trying to come up with a synonym for the word ethereal. Because ethereal kind of I thought it described what the music was, what it sounded like. So that's where it came from. No, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Remember, my safe word is arpeggio. Oh, he was stalking Panda's chat? Shout out to the Panda. He's a good dude. He just has funny picking technique. I think I told him that too. He never uses his pinky. She said you remember. All right, let's play a song. This is a song called Thread of Life. Now, I think I told Panda that he had like a weird picking, his picking hand was weird. It was something like that. Unless you're talking about something else. We're talking about safe words over here too. Darkwing says, let me explain. She says, Jay sometimes has zero filter. This is true. This is a fact. And someone needs to stop him. This is also true. Especially when he talks about something he hates passionately, like Bishes or TikTok. I don't necessarily hate Bishes. I don't necessarily hate TikTok either. Bishes have their place in society. What's up, Cassian? Cassian over on YouTube. What's up? Welcome. Thanks for being here. What's up, everyone? All right, for all the new people. Here we go. For all the new people that are out and about perusing, checking out the channel, my name is Jay Tarantino. I'm obsessed with guitar. I play in a band called Etherius. I play fucking sick guitar solos every single night. And I play Etherius songs, and we have a good time. We talk a lot of shit. Maybe I tell some stories. We have fun in the chat. So if you like guitar, if you like metal, even if you're not a musician, I think you'll like what I'm doing here. So I hope y'all stick around. I don't do any covers, although on Friday is my birthday, and I'm going to do a special. I'm going to try to do a live stream. Like a longer live stream, do something special, man, because I got a gig on Saturday with a cover band, so I'm going to do some covers. We're going to do a cover set on Friday for my birthday, and then I'll do an Etherius set, man. We're going to stream as much as we can. I want to do like a 4-hour stream if I could pull this off. What's a false alarm? What false alarm? What are we talking about? Oh, she said for a birthday, not covers. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time, man. We're going to do some Alice in Chains. She said, oh, yeah, for your birthday, 40-year birthday, but autocorrect is bugging out. Darkwing with a gifted tier, with a gifted sub to Dan. What? Thank you. Shout out to you. Now, the cover gig will be fine. Thank you, Cassian. Cassian says happy birthday. Thank you very much. Now, it'll be fun, man. We're going to do some Alice in Chains. We're going to do some Iron Maidens. We'll do some Priest. We're going to do one Metallica song because there is one Metallica song in the set. As much as I hate covering Metallica because every dumbass on the internet covers Metallica, like, we need to get over that. Metallica's old news. Vanessa is shocked. Yeah, dude, I got 11 subs. Shout out to everyone. Thank you, Darkwing. I know Larry C gifted a sub, or Larry C subscribed. Will gifted a bunch of subs yesterday, man. Thank you, Will. It's cool, man. I got people that actually like listening to me talk about guitar and bishes and stuff. All right. All right, man, let me get into another song here. All right, Beautiful Not Savages. I just learned an interlude. Oh, you learned the Metallica interlude? Which one? Fun fact, when I was so I went to Catholic high school, and I used to play in the choir. And whenever my music teacher was a nun, okay, yeah, that's like one of the greatest interludes ever. When I was in high school, my music teacher was a nun. So during communion, she would ask me to play just play something. So I used to play all the soft Metallica interludes. Like I would play like the intro to Fade to Black. I would play the interlude to Master of Puppets. Like all the clean Metallica passages, I would play them in church. And there was like maybe 2 people in the whole crowd that knew. There was only like a handful of people that knew what was going on. What's up, Stick Ninja? Will's here for the HVAC. I'm going to start an HVAC channel. I'm going to live stream like when I'm on a roof and we got a crane. We're picking some rooftop units on a crane. I'm going to live stream that shit. You can see how it's done. Dan says, hey, Jay, you played the minor second yesterday. Was that between the G and the E or so? So, all right, so the minor second was the one that when I was like kind of playing the corn riff. All right, Tristan is over on Instagram. He says, man, Unity in Darkness, the last 32 seconds is unbelievable. Thank you very much. I'm going to play that song a little bit later. That song, I love it. That's a great little piece of music there. Thank you for that. Darkwing says, I'm here for Snow, the guitar. She had to clarify that. Not the other Snow. That comment is not really about snow, like the frozen rain. All right, so going back to the minor second, it was all right. So it was so if you took basically a minor second is two notes that are a half step apart. So let's just, for instance, take E and F. So let's do this on the B and the G. So if we have, or let's do, hold on, let me think of a better way to do this. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. So what we're gonna do this on the B string, and we're gonna do this on the G, and we're gonna take F, so 6th fret B string, and then we're gonna take E, 7th fret or 9th fret G, and we're gonna rub those notes together. So it's the same thing as doing. And that's literally all it is. It's such it's one of those intervals that sounds really great with a clean tone. It's just got this like dark vibe to it. All right, Tristan says, I've been on a 6 string my entire life, but I'm finding a Martian Winter is played on a 7 string. I'm afraid that Tristan, I'm telling you that the transition from 6 to 7 is not as bad as you think it, dude. It's all in your head, man. I'm telling you. If you can get your hands on a 7, dude, try it. It'll change your life, man. What I was hitting, I think yesterday I was hitting B and B flat and B. So I was hitting 12th fret on the B string and 15th fret on the G. So I was doing this. You can literally do it with any two notes that are half step apart. It's cool because you can do chords like I need to program a clean. Like when you do something like this. Like a minor 9 chord, it sounds, with a clean tone, it sounds amazing. You got a Schecter. Schecters are good, man. I had a couple of Hellraisers back in the day. Yeah, that minor second, when you do it right, it's cool. It has a nice, it has a really great dramatic effect to it. All right. Cassian asked what guitar I have. This is a Kiesel Aries. Get a little more up close with that. I have a bunch of Kiesel. I have a couple of Ibanez's. Dan says, unrelated, I swapped over to a clean, and that is beautiful. Dude, I'm telling you, man, when you do those intervals with a clean channel, it sounds amazing. I'm trying to think of an Etherius song where I do that. I can't think of one off the top of my head right now. I'm pretty sure maybe in Unity, in some of the acoustic parts, there might be a section where I do something like that, but I can't remember. Kiesel, yeah. Tristan says Kiesel is the expensive stuff. Listen, man, I only like the finest things in life, man. All right, let's play some more music here, man. I'm about to play a song that gives me anxiety. This song is super epic, but these guitar solos are fucking hard. That was a song called Veins of Silver and Sorrow right there. All right, let's see. Tristan says, you're a monster player, though, man. I love all your songs. Fuck it, I'm getting a 7 string. That was easy to convince you, man. Can I play the House of Wolves for Bring Me the Horizon? I don't know how to play that. I actually don't do any covers here. I just play all of my own music. But thank you. Darkwing says, I'm wondering when you'll play Beneath the Land and Sea. I'll bring it back. We'll play it. Maybe tomorrow we'll do it. Does it make you sad that I don't play it? Yo, what's up, everyone? All right, Cassian says, let him cook. You are very talented. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around. Darkwing says, he's so much nicer when he's multi-streaming. What does that mean? Like my personality? Am I nice? I'm nicer to people when I'm multi-streaming? Oh, is that what it is? I'm just nicer? All right, Dan wants to hear Sedna. We'll do Sedna. I'll do Sedna for Dan. Yeah, I guess I am a little nicer. Yeah, oh yeah, when people would ask for covers on TikTok, I would lose my shit. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. All right, we're going to do this one for Dan. This song is called Sedna. She said 50, 50 Shades of Jay. That's right. All right, what's up? Cassian says the picking pattern on the low string sounds like bleed from a show. Oh yeah, like it's got a little bit of that. But I can't. Don't ask me to play bleed. I cannot. I have no idea. I do not know how to play it. Yeah, it's got a little bit of that vibe to it. What do I consider the hardest song that I played with Angel and why? Oof, probably two. We played two. I think we played it live one time, and it was a fucking disaster. It was definitely, that was the hard. That is definitely that, and I think dopamine. Dopamine is dopamine and what's the other song on a wave? I think 3. I think 3 was the one that's. There's a verse riff in there. Hold on, I gotta remember this now. I haven't played that song literally in probably about 10 years. Something like that. Something like that. That riff is hard, man. Can I play the rhythm of dope? Oof, bro, you're trying to. Man, I don't remember how to play it, to be honest with you. I know. How does it go? I don't even. I honestly don't remember it. That's a song I'm gonna relearn, man. I'm gonna bring that song into the set. I will play that for you soon. I have to remember it. It's been a long time since I played that. But yeah, those are the hardest one. 2 is definitely the hardest, I think. Darkwing says that little piano in the back is amazing. I'd love to recreate this and make the keys and strings dance together in the end, like put a Darkwing twist on it. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you know what? Jason Sukoff, when he was mixing, he said it sounded like Never Ending Story. We call that the Never Ending Story section. Stray says, just wait till you get your goth girls behind you. That name will really stick. Yeah, I'll have a big neon sign. That's what I'm gonna do. Yes, I'm gonna have two goth chicks standing behind me, and it's gonna say 50 Shades of Jay and big neon. It's gonna be a big neon sign in the back here. I won't tell everyone that I'm having success, but there will be signs. Literally. That's my ambition in life. What amp or pedals do I use? I use the Axe Effects. So my signal is, I don't want to move my camera because it's going to fuck everything up, but I'm running the guitar into the Axe Effects. I take the output of the Axe Effects run that directly into a Focusrite 6i6 interface. And that's it. I'm not using any pedals. It's just everything is in the Axe Effects. And then I'm using Cubase 10. That was it. Yes, that was a dad joke. 2? 2 is a 2? Yes, I'm going to have 2 of them. Why? Because 1, why not? Why would I have 1? 2 is better than 1. Will says, I'm curious, when you learn Angel songs, do you listen to the song, use his sheet tabs, or does he send you the isolated? He sent me all the tabs, and then I would just listen to the song. And then a lot of times we would jam together. Like he would, like when we were rehearsing for the last tour, it was 4. When was it 4? I mean, I'm cool with 4 too. I mean, shit, the more the merrier. Shit, we'll have a party. No, he would give me the tabs, and I would learn the songs on my own, and then we would get together for like a couple hours, like once or twice a week, and we would jam on the songs. We would jam on the songs together, and he would go over. There'd be like little sections maybe that I didn't have complete, and he would kind of iron them out with me. Oh, it was 4 when we first started the joke. I don't remember that. I don't remember 4. I mean, that's fine with me though. I'm not gonna complain. We'll have auditions. I do have a nice, comfy black leather couch out in front in my living room. All right, anyway, we're getting off track. We're getting off subject here. Let's get back to the music. It was the same night. I think that's what and then the couch. Yeah, we had and we had a conversation about the couch that night too. I remember this now. I do remember that conversation. I don't remember there being 4, but I do remember that conversation vaguely. But anyway, we're getting sidetracked here. All right, here's a song called "Gilded Shadows of Oblivion." That was Gilded Shadows of Oblivion right there. All right, let's see how we're doing here. Instagram is dead. All right, we got Cassian over on YouTube. He asked, how fast can I downpick? Oof. Pretty fast. I mean, let's see. Maybe I would say maybe 200 BPM would be like my comfort, where it would start to hurt a little bit. But I actually have a song coming up where I do downpick pretty close to that tempo. It's like 195, somewhere around there. All right, let's play some more songs. Back to the music, yes. All right, here's a song called Arctic Shadowscape. That was a song called Arctic Shadowscape. I'm gonna look into the ads. I'm gonna see if I can have not so many ads playing during the stream. I'm gonna look into that. There's still a lot of features that I'm trying to navigate in Twitch now that I'm an affiliate. So I'm still trying to figure out some of the layout of some of the other features. Dan says, Jay, do you know anything by Angel well enough to play it? Dude, I can absolutely. It doesn't show me a countdown. It does, yeah, when I watch other streamers, it'll give me a countdown before an ad. It does that to me when I'm just watching someone else. Yes. Cassian says, I always like the sick picking patterns on the low shirt. Yeah, I always do like a lot of galloping kind of things, like the song that I just played. Just like stuff like that I really like to do. All right, Dan asked me about playing some Angel songs. We could, yeah, man, we'll do a couple. Stray says the gallops are legit. I can't do it. How long have I've known Angel since 2009. I've known Sandy since 2011. Actually, Angel's the one that introduced me to Sandman. Angel and Sandman knew each other in like 2006. So, all right, let's do, you know what? I'm going to do a couple Angel songs for Dan. We're going to do, let me find a good pick here. I like using this pick for some of the Angel stuff because I can dig in a little more. All right, let's do a couple Angel tracks. Let's see here. Let's see what I got. We could do some universal language stuff because that stuff like I could not play guitar for a year, and I can come back and be able to play that stuff. That's forever embedded. The universal language EP is forever embedded in my DNA. So if I ever stop playing guitar, I'll still be able to play those songs for sure. All right. All right, let's see if you know this one. Arisian Autumn right there. All right, Dan says, what does Dan say here? Cassian asks, am I better on rhythm or lead guitar? I think I'm definitely better lead, but I would say it's like 50-50. Because I could play some, I'm a pretty tight rhythm player, so I think it's pretty even, I would say. I think so, because some of the riffs are pretty sick, pretty difficult. And I think it's, like I said, I think it's about 50-50, I would say. All right. Dan says, what's up, Mandy? All right, Dan says, the B standard chords look so much less awkward than I'd imagine. Dude, it's like playing an E standard, too. It's not really that much different. The rhythm for Arisian Autumn is actually pretty fun. There's some tricky stuff going on in there. Dan says, I'm fascinated by all the half-step chord changes. All right, so, yeah, especially like the... Hold on. Hold on. Let me make sure my camera's That's such a cool chord. I use that chord all the time now, too. I just love the sound of that chord, especially when you play with a lot of distortion. With a lot of distortion, it sounds so good. Yo, shout out to everybody on Twitch. We bringing the TikTok crew over here. Fuck yeah. Shout out to everyone. All right. All right, let's do another Angel track. All right, Dan says, I didn't think of it that way. That's such an interesting way to give a unique voicing to a minor. Dude, it's just a different way to play that chord. And the slides just give you a little more variety. You can just do more stuff with it. You know, you can get more creative with it. You can do just all kinds of stuff you can do. Just like different wide stretch things. And again, if you do that stuff too with a clean tone, it also sounds amazing. All right, let's do another Angel track. Let's do all right, let's do this one is a fan favorite for sure. a curious summer right there. Oh, the guitar is more powerful than the mic. I was saying that Mandy said, let me tappy tap you. I was like, you said I have no filter. Mandy has no filter either. That is a tricky run, yes. Hold on. I'll play it. Hold on. Let me slow it down here a little bit. And then same thing, an octave higher. This is a little bit harder than it looks. This is a little tricky. Also, this. Is it free? No, it's mostly natural minor. This is kind of mostly natural minor, not so much Phrygian. I know you you were saying something about harmonic minor before. A lot of Etherius stuff is all harmonic. A lot of it is harmonic minor and Phrygian dominant. Jay loves Mandy and Stray. We some hot bitches. This sounds like some Manson, like Marilyn Manson. Or Charles Manson. Which Manson are we talking about here? Marilyn Terrence. I don't think that rolls off the tongue as well as Marilyn Manson. Charles. Listen, I'm not about to start a cult, all right? Let's get that straight. I'm not trying to do that. That's too much work. Stray says I'm sticking with 50 Shades of Jay. Wasn't that guy a billionaire in the book? That's what I see. I need to become a billionaire. I never read the book, so I don't know. I guess he was like he had a helicopter. I need a helicopter. Or have a cult of 50 followers. Nah, man. One of my goals in life. I'm gonna own a boat. I'm gonna own a yacht because bitches love yachts. Stray says I've never seen it or read it. In parentheses. I'm just making things up for fun. All right, Vanessa says, I haven't seen the movie or read the book. That makes two of us. All right, J.S. Locrian says, how are you? I wanted to ask if you have the tab you made for Crystal Planet. I know you asked me this question a while ago. I have not been able to find it. I think I have it on an old laptop that is not here. I have it in storage somewhere, so I will find it. I promise you. I just don't know when. It's been a minute since I know I tabbed it out 10 years ago, and I have it somewhere, but I have to look for it. Parentheses are whispers. It makes three of us. Three if Stray has it makes three of us. You don't have to whisper. It's okay. All right, let's play some more damn songs. Hold on, I gotta reorganize I keep saying this, I gotta reorganize all my tracks. All right. The songs. Yes. This is a song called The Omnipotent. All right. Yo, we got 6 people watching on Twitch. We got 4 people over on YouTube. Shout out to everybody, man. Welcome in. I am playing some tracks from my band Etherius right now. And you were about to see some of the best guitar solos that you're ever going to hear in your entire freaking life. So you should stick around. Do it. Slow it down here a little bit. Thank you to everyone for being here. That was a song called The Omnipotent. All right, yo, let me switch guitars here. You said you were on that tour right now, right? How about some Tornado of Souls with the rainbow? Oh, yeah. All right, Darkwing says I'll be driving for hours tomorrow, but then Friday. Make sure your phone is charged. All right, I don't want to have to scold you because you don't charge your phone. Tornado of Souls, the rainbow. I don't even know where that rainbow D is, to be honest with you. That was so fucking hilarious. Yes, Friday. Yeah, you make sure you have your phone charged on Friday, all right? Don't make me yell at you. She said sub-level 5. All right, I need to switch guitars. Hold on. No, you know what? Somebody kept it, whether as a souvenir or personal reasons. I don't judge. Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. Now, I'm not saying that I have it because I don't. But that was fun. Who knew you would have a sex toy at an instrumental guitar show like that? Of all the things, right? That definitely wouldn't be on my bingo card. Oddly seems to fit. Accidental pun. I like that. Is the Blue Kiesel my favorite guitar? The Blue Kiesel is my favorite guitar. This is accurate. This is an accurate statement. Darkwing says it's not out of the ordinary, but I was shooketh. Wasn't expecting it. No, you weren't. Wait, have you seen the video? I gotta find the video, the Tornado of Souls jam that we did. They were feeding, Nita's husband was feeding Anthony, our drummer, shots. And then during the song, they were taking pieces of the drum set apart. That was the best part, was like by the end of the song, all he had was a snare drum, and that was it. Yeah, Jackie, Vincent. Yeah, that video is so funny. So fucking good. You know what's so fucking good? This next song. What's up, Wanna Thrash says nice. Thank you very much. That was a song called Ad Live on. We're not playing the next song yet. Vanessa says so good. Awesome. Thank you very much. All right, what else we got here? We're going to do a couple more. All right. AJ's Abstract Photography says, nice guitar. Thank you very much. This is a Kiesel Aries. All right, man, we do a couple more here. Let me get in tune again. This song is called Hymns of the Crimson Raven. That was a song called Hymns of a Crimson Raven. All right, man, we're going to do a couple more, and then we're going to call it a night. All right, Wanna Thrash says, going to Edgar Allan Poe's grave on Saturday. Dude, that is pretty awesome. Where is he buried? I thought he was buried in France, but I'm probably wrong about that. Where is Poe buried? What's up, Eddie? My dude Eddie in the chat. What's up, dude? Oh, he's buried in Baltimore? I was way off. I did not know that. That is fucking wild. I didn't know that. I go to Baltimore. I haven't gone to Baltimore recently, but I used to go all the time because I go to the Yankee Oriole games. Shit, I didn't know Poe was buried in Baltimore. Shit. Oh, you're going to see Baby Metal? That's pretty cool. I will admit that I do kind of like Baby Metal. They are pretty good. Shh, don't tell anyone I said that. You thought so too? You thought that Poe was buried in France? No, Jim Morrison is buried in France. I think his grave, he has a tombstone in Paris, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know where I got that. Yeah, all right. So I had no idea. Oh, he was raised in Philly. Okay. I live like an hour from Philly. I live in Central Jersey. I'm an hour from New York City and like a little over an hour to Philly. I'm like smack dab in the middle between the two cities. All right. Let's do one more song. This song is called Unity in Darkness. So did I. I thought he was European too. right, that was a song called The Eye of Ra. This is my band. Yes, it is. What's up, Larry C, man? You caught the end of the stream tonight, man, but thanks for stopping in, dude. All right, man, we're going to get out of here. We're going to be back tomorrow. Shout out to everybody, man. We're going to be back tomorrow. And then on Friday, I'm going to do a birthday stream. We're going to do a longer stream than usual, man. We're going to try to go like 3 or 4 hours if I can. And I'm going to be doing a bunch of covers because I have a cover gig on Saturday, so I got to do some rehearsing. We're going to do some covers, man. I'm going to do an Etherius set, man, so it'll be fun, man. We'll have some fun. Like I said, Friday's my birthday. We're going to do it then. How can we help and get... Dude, just show up. That's all you can do. Just show up, and that's it. But I'll be back tomorrow, man. I'm going to do a stream tomorrow. But Friday, we're going to do a little bit. We're going to try to do, depending on how my day, let's see how my day goes. It's supposed to get really hot, so I may be swamped with work. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to try to do something cool for either Friday or Saturday, or both. Maybe we'll do both. Fuck it. We'll have fun. We'll do both. All right, everyone. I hope you all have a great night. I will see you all tomorrow. Again, same time. We're going to do like 9 o'clock again. 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be back tomorrow on Twitch. We'll be back on YouTube. And we'll be back on Instagram. I will see you then. Have a great night.